Hey students, so this week, sorry about that. This week we're going to be finding missing sides. So finding missing sides. So what happens when you are missing a side, but you're given an angle and you're given a side. So you can't use a Pythagorean theorem here because you're not given enough sides to do that. You're given an angle and you're given sides. So that's why we use the trigonometric ratios for finding sides or missing angles. In this case, we're going to be starting with finding side lengths or missing sides. So remember this. So, right? Those are my ratios here. So sine, opposite over hypotenuse, cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse, tangent, opposite over adjacent. So that's what we're going to be using, if you remember. All right, so everything we're going to be using here is with a calculator. I'm going to be using my iPhone. So, but if you do not have an iPhone, please let me know. I can help you. I can help you figure out what buttons you have to use in your calculator. But if you don't tell me, I don't know. Okay, thanks. Anyways, let's start with this one. So what do we have? We have this angle, right? So that is the angle. We have an x on the opposite side, and we have the hypotenuse for sure. So that says that we're going to be working with sine, opposite, and hypotenuse because we have the opposite side and the hypotenuse, right? So how do we write this? So that's sine of the angle, which is 28, equals opposite over hypotenuse. So that's x over 19. Okay? So if we do some algebra here, which I'm only going to be showing you really quick, 19, right? We get rid of 19 here by multiplying 19 on both sides, right? That's some algebra. That goes away here, and we have 19 times, right? Times sine of 28 equals x. So that's what we're going to be putting in our calculator. That's times. I'm going to put a dot here so you know it's times because it's an x. Okay? All right. So how we put this in the calculator? Very simple. Go ahead and turn over your calculator like this. And then we have 19 sine of 28. So we're going to put 19 times 28 sine. We get, that's the sign, but now you have to press the equal sign. That's 8.9. 8.9 is the missing side. So x equals 8.9. Okay, right here. All right, so let's do another one. I know this was kind of like, what? All right, let's do this one. So again, we have sine, why? Because this is the angle. And we have the, oh no, this is tangent. This is the, sorry, erase that. This is the hypotenuse, right? So we know that we have the opposite side and we have the adjacent side. That means that we have tangent. So we have tangent of the angle, which is 41, equals opposite over adjacent. So that's x over 32. All right. When we have a number here, we have to multiply because if we multiply on both sides, we're multiplying, right? So to get rid of 32, we multiply on both sides. So that's 32 times tangent of 41 equals x. All right, and the way we do this in the calculator, we put 32 times tangent of 41. So 41 tangent equals 27.8. 27.8. So x is 27.8. Okay? All right, let's do another one. So all you do in a calculator, right? All right. So we have, this is the angle 21, right? So what do we have here? Well, in SoCalTOA, we don't have the opposite side, but we have the adjacent side and the hypotenuse. here. So we have x for the adjacent and 26 for the hypotenuse. That means that we are using cosine. So that is cosine of the angle equals adjacent over hypotenuse, x over 26. We're also multiplying here. So we get rid of 26 by multiplication. That is 26 times cosine of 21 equals x. And what is that in the calculator? Well, let's do it. So that is 26 times 21 cosine. Press that equal sign, 24.3. 24.3 is my missing side. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Right here, we have this angle. Now, I know this is tangent already because I don't have the hypotenuse. So that's going to be opposite over adjacent, right? TOA, opposite over adjacent, opposite over adjacent. So that is tangent of the angle, 55, equals opposite over adjacent. Now, I have to multiply here, right? So let's multiply. So we multiply by 8, so that's 8 times tangent of 55 equals x. All right, we put that in the calculator. That's 8 times, press the number first, 55 tangent, then the function. That is the tangent. So, but now that's the tangent of the angle. But now you have to be multiplying by that 8, right? So now press equal, 11.4. 11.4 is my missing side. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And then we're going to keep using that SOHCAHTOA. So I'm going to write it down right here so you remember. SOHCAHTOA. All right. All right. So here, let's see what we got. Ooh, we don't have the hypotenuse. We have the x as the hypotenuse. We don't have the adjacent side. We have the opposite over the hypotenuse. All right, let's do that. That's my angle. Opposite 15 over x, right? So that would be opposite over hypotenuse. It's opposite over hypotenuse. It's sine. So that's sine of the angle 33 equals opposite over hypotenuse. Now, I'm not going to be multiplying here because if I do some algebra, if I get rid of that x by multiplication, I have x times sine of 33 equals 15. I really have to divide. If I divide by sine of 33, I get rid of it on this side, and I have x equals 15 divided by sine of 33. So basically, when you have the x as the denominator, you divide. When you have the x on the numerator, you multiply. So in this case, you are dividing. You don't even have to do all that algebra. You can just know that when the x is down here, you're dividing, and when the x is up here, you're multiplying. Okay? All right. Let's do that. So that's 15 divided by 33 sine. Press that equal sign, 27.5. 27.5. So that's x equals 27.5. Okay. That is the size of the hypotenuse. All right, let's do this one. So now we know that x is the hypotenuse. I know I'm going to be dividing because it's probably one of the sine or cosine. So let's see. It's definitely cosine because I don't have anything on the opposite side. This is cosine. So it's cosine of 43 equals adjacent over hypotenuse, 36 over x. If x is down below, we said we divide. So I'm going to be dividing 36 divided by cosine of 43. Let's do that in the calculator. I get 36 divided by 43 cosine. Press that equal sign, 49.2. So my x is 49.2. Okay. All right. Let's do this two more and I'll leave you alone. All right, here. So I have my angle here, and that is my oh, I don't have anything in the hypotenuse. I know it's my tangent, but let's see which one it goes on top. It's the opposite over the adjacent. So TOA, right? Opposite over adjacent. Opposite 25 over adjacent. So that is tangent of 72 equals 25 over x, because that's my adjacent side. That's the one I'm looking for. Now, because my x is down below, I'm going to have to divide, right? So let's do that. So that's 25 divided by tangent of 72. I put that in the calculator. 25 divided by 72 tangent. Where's that equal sign? 8.1. 8.1. So that's x equals 8.1. Okay. All right, last one. All right, we have this one. We don't have anything on the opposite side. We have in the adjacent side and the hypotenuse. So that's definitely cosine, right? So adjacent and hypotenuse. So cosine of 64 equals adjacent over hypotenuse, x over 11. Now remember, we said that when the number is below, we're multiplying, right? Because if you multiply 11 on both sides, you get to multiply. So that's 11 times cosine of 64. All right, let's get that equals x, right? So x equals that. All right, 11 times 64 cosine equals sign 4.8. 4.8, and please remember to press that equal sign. All right, and that's it. I hope this helps.